Life will hit you hard. It will throw punches that feel like they were designed to break you. But you are not made of glass. You are forged from fire. You weren't born to crumble. You were born to climb. Every time the pressure builds and the weight feels unbearable, you have a choice to fold or to fight. Folding is easy. It requires no courage, no strength, no belief. But refusing to fold, standing tall when your knees tremble, moving forward when your path is unclear, that takes guts. That takes the kind of resilience they don't teach in school. It comes from the storm. It comes from being knocked down and making the decision to get back up again and again and again. You don't fold because folding means defeat. Folding means surrender. And that's not who you are. Not now. Not ever. You were built for more than survival. You were built to rise, to conquer, to thrive. Refuse to fold. Take the pain, take the pressure, and transform it into power. Your time is now. Step into it. You may feel surrounded by doubt, your own and everyone else's. People will look at your struggle and assume you're done. They'll talk about your setbacks like they're permanent. But what they don't know is the fire still burns in you. Quietly, relentlessly. They don't know how hard you fought just to stand where you are. You've been through storms that would have drowned others, and you're still here. You've been told no 1,000 times, and yet you still dream. That's what makes you unstoppable. Not perfection, not ease, but the unshakable will to keep going. Even when the path is steep, even when your hands are blistered and your heart is heavy, you keep going. Because your mission isn't about comfort, it's about purpose. Every step forward is a refusal to fold, to quit, to give up what you know deep down you were meant to become. Let the world underestimate you. Let them write you off. Just don't you dare count yourself out. You are still in the fight, and the fight is not over. There are moments when everything in you will scream to stop. When your body aches, your mind falls, and your heart feels shattered. But that's exactly when you must keep pushing. That's when the true warrior inside you is born. Comfort doesn't create champions. Pressure does. Adversity does. The fire is where legends are made, and you are standing in that fire right now. Refuse to fold, because every test is a chance to rise. Every tear is proof that you care deeply, that you're alive, and that you're chasing something greater. Most people quit when things get hard, but not you. You've already decided that you're not most people. You are the outlier, the rare breed, the one who keeps climbing, even when the summit is hidden by clouds. There is power in your persistence, strength in your struggle, glory waiting just on the other side of your pain. So when the voices say you can't, when the world says you won't, your answer must be clear and loud. I refuse to fold. You were not put on this earth to shrink. You were not made to be small. You carry too much strength, too much potential, too much raw power to let your circumstances define you. So many people walk around numb, living someone else's dream, stuck in fear. But not you. You're here to wake up the warrior. You're here to fight for what sets your soul on fire. And that fight starts the moment you decide you're done. Folding to fear, folding to doubt, folding to other people's expectations. You don't owe the world your silence. You owe yourself your truth. You were not meant to go unnoticed. You were meant to roar, to rise, to become the version of yourself that refuses to apologize for wanting more. So what if it's hard? So what if it takes time? Greatness was never meant to be easy, but it is meant for you, and you'll get there, not by being perfect, but by refusing to back down, refusing to fold. The power lives in your refusal, and that power will take you all the way. Don't confuse failure with finality. The fall is not the end. It's just the beginning of a greater rise. Every champion has fallen. Every leader has lost. Every dreamer has doubted. What separates them from the rest is simple. They refuse to fold. They face the same fear, the same fatigue, the same mountain of obstacles, but they kept showing up. That's the secret. Not talent, not luck, just unbreakable resolve. Just the decision to keep grinding, keep learning, keep growing. You're allowed to feel broken. You're allowed to cry, but you're not allowed to give up. Not now. Not when you've come this far. Not when the breakthrough could be one more push away. You have everything it takes to win. You just need to stop questioning your own fire. You weren't made to live a life of quiet regret. You were made to build something unforgettable, to blaze trails, to inspire, to rise. But it all starts here, with the choice to dig deep, to rise again, to get louder when the pressure tightens. Refuse to fold. There are people watching you who need your example, people who are struggling silently, waiting to see if someone like you can keep going. You may not see them, but they're there, watching how you fight, how you fall and rise again. Your courage is contagious. Your grit is a light in their darkness. So don't fold. Don't rob the world of your story. You were given this battle for a reason. You were meant to walk through it and come out on the other side with the wisdom, the scars, and the strength to lead others out too. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to keep moving. 1 inch, one breath, one battle at a time. The road ahead won't be perfect, but it will be worth it. Every step forward builds the warrior within. And when doubt creeps in, remind yourself you've made it through every bad day you thought would break you. That's not weakness. That's proof of power. Proof that you are stronger than anything that tries to make you fold. You are not a victim of life. You are the author of it. This is your story, your legacy, and you get to choose how it's written. Will you let fear hold the pen, or will you take control and write something bold, something raw, something real? The world will try to edit your dreams, to shrink your ambitions, to tell you what's realistic. But you're not here to be realistic. You're here to be relentless, to bend reality with your will, to create something extraordinary from nothing but grit, vision, and heart. Folding is not an option. You are too capable, too gifted, too full of fire to sit quietly while the life you want slips away. When everything seems stacked against you, let that be your fuel. Let every no ignite another level of your hunger. You've already got what it takes. You just need to remind yourself who you are. You are not your failures. You are not your doubts. You are your fight, your vision, your refusal. You are the one who refuses to fold. You've been through hell and kept walking. You faced pain most would never understand, and you didn't let it define you. That alone makes you powerful, but the fire in you is not finished. There's more to build, more to prove, more to become. You are not done, not even close. Every time you choose to rise, even when you're exhausted, even when no one claps for you, you win, you grow, you evolve, and that growth can't be taken from you. It's yours forever. The real strength is in showing up when it would be easier to quit. When you choose discipline over comfort, grit over ease, faith over fear. That's when the transformation happens. That's where champions are built. You don't need permission to become who you were meant to be. You just need a decision to refuse defeat, refuse mediocrity, refuse to fold. Your destiny is still unfolding, and the ink isn't dry. You are still writing the best chapters of your story. So pick up the pen, grit your teeth, and keep writing. What do you see when you look in the mirror? Do you see the scars, the flaws, the weight of past mistakes? Or do you see the survivor, the fighter, the soul that kept going when others would have quit? Perspective matters. How you speak to yourself matters. You are not weak because you struggle. You are strong because you refuse to let the struggle win. You are not behind. You are building something no one else can build. At your own pace, with your own heart. It's okay if the progress is slow. It's okay if some days you're just surviving. What matters is you're still in the ring, still swinging, still refusing to fold. That's not failure. That's courage. That's resilience. Every step you take proves that you are not defined by your lowest moments. You are defined by your bounce back, by your fire, by your relentless commitment to show up, to fight for more, and to rise even when it hurts. Look in that mirror and remind yourself, I'm still here. I'm still fighting. I refuse to fold. Greatness is not given. It's claimed, fought for, bowed for, and it's claimed by people who don't fold, by people who keep moving, even when their legs shake, by people who hold their vision so close to their heart that no failure, no delay, no enemy can snatch it away. You have that power inside you. It's not something you have to earn. It's already there. You just have to believe it enough to act on it. Even when the road gets lonely, even when the results aren't immediate, trust the process, trust the climb, trust your ability to endure what others can't. Folding means forfeiting the life you were meant to live. Refusing to fold means unlocking doors no one else can open. The world needs your vision, your passion, your unbreakable will. So don't hold back. Don't water yourself down to fit in. Rise to your full potential. Become undeniable. And when they ask how you did it, let your answer be simple and bold. I never folded. I kept going. I believed in the fire within. You are not chasing a dream. You are chasing a calling. And callings don't go away just because life gets hard. They scream louder. They demand your attention, your time, your devotion. There will be moments when walking away feels easier, when folding feels like a relief. But relief is temporary. Regret is forever. You'll never regret fighting for what matters, but you will regret giving up right before the breakthrough. So don't stop, don't stall, and don't let the world convince you that your vision is too big. The people who change the world are the ones who refused to fold, who stood their ground in the middle of chaos, who believed even when no one else did. That's you. That's who you are. And you prove it every day that you wake up and fight again. Every day that you silence the doubt and feed your faith. The world may not understand your grind, but that's okay. It's not for them. It's for you, for your future, for your fire. So keep going. Refuse to fold. This is your moment. This is the chapter where the world sees what you're really made of. Not when it's easy, not when it's perfect, but right now, when everything inside you says stop, and you say not today. You've been tested, bent, bruised, and still, you rise. That is what power looks like. That is what greatness feels like. No shortcuts, no easy way out. Just you and your decision to keep going. That decision will shape your destiny. You don't need applause. You don't need permission. You just need that one unshakable truth inside you that says, I refuse to fold. Not ever. Because the fire in me is greater than the storm around me. Because I have come too far to give up now. Because my story is not over, and I'm the one holding the pen. So rise, stand, fight. Your best days are ahead, and every time you feel like breaking, remember who you are. You are a warrior, a survivor, a relentless force, and you refuse to fold.